Hello everybody, welcome to Marks Remarks. Now, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. For my breakfast today, I'm going to be having pasta with this Uncle Ben's Chilli con Carne medium strength sauce, and I'm going to be using what's left over of yesterday's duck. Now, in a previous video, I roasted a whole duck. Messed up the video, so you saw kind of what I did afterwards. Use the duck in some wraps. Now this is what's left over. Now what I'm doing is the 2-fork method. I'm just scraping the meat, and there's a lot of meat, let me tell you, off the chicken, because I want it to be shredded as well. I don't want it to be in big lumps. So this is a good way of making it the meat, you know, in shredded form. There you go. Because it's already cooked. I had it in the oven yesterday, so what I'm going to be doing is reheating it. There's my alarm clock. I'm going to be reheating it, and that's what I'm doing. There we are. That's just about all the meat I can find on the leftover duck. If you have a cat, I'm sure they could find some more meat on this, but I've scraped just about everything off. There you go. That's all it is, just using the fork method here. Right, so that's pretty much everything. But yeah, if you've got a pet, they would love that. Now, I'm going to start on the pasta. Okay, the clock has jumped forward because I had to do another job with some apples. At the moment, I'm heating up the water to cook the pasta in. The pasta is Fusilli, F-U-S-I-L-L-I, Fusilli, and it's like that corkscrew shape. Okay, I'm using, as you know before, some of the regulars, I always use the same cup to measure the amount of pasta. I don't weigh it. I know it's approximately how much it is, but I always use the same cup, and I always know how much pasta I'm making. The water's boiling. In a few moments, I'm going to put the duck in the microwave just to heat it through, and then I'm going to throw it into the wok and then cook it from there. Okay, the water is boiling. Time to put in the pasta. As you can see, it immediately stops boiling as the temperature drops. But what we're going to do now is bring that back up to the boil, and then once it starts boiling, just turn the heat down, put it on a simmer. The microwave, I've got the chicken meat reheating in there. That'll be done in about a minute and a half. And then that'll go in the wok, and that'll simmer with the sauce. Alright, so the pasta's going to be doing about approximately 10 minutes. Pasta is coming to the boil. It's on 12 out of 12. I'm going to put it down to 8. Just to, so I'm just going to keep it very hot, keep it cooking. Just we don't want it boiling over. And from 8 I can always go up a notch. Okay, the duck is cooked or reheated in the microwave. Put that in the wok. Jesus, over there. Okay, as you can see, there's quite a bit of meat in there. It's going to be a very meaty pasta. Okay. Now, I'll pour the pasta sauce in with the duck. Now, normally you'd put beef or, you know, this is chili con carne. You normally put beef, but I figure, you know, make do with what you got, right? Anyway, okay, so I'm going to scrape the rest of this from the jar into the wok. Done that. Now, give it a mix. Okay, it's quite thick actually, because the amount of duck exceeds the ratio, you know, that you want for the amount of sauce. But I'm going to put some water in there. Okay, what I'm going to, normally I put tap water in there, but I happen to have a boiling pan of pasta, so I'm going to use it. And you can see, because also this water is hot. It's boiling, in fact. So it won't bring the, you know, because when you put tap water in the mix, it'll bring the temperature down. Plus it's got pasta nutrients in here. There you go. So you've got your water in there. Give it a shake. Just pour it in there. And that's all there is to it. And then just keep on mixing. There you go. And let it come to the well, it's going to simmer for about 10 minutes or so while the pasta's cooking. I'm going to turn it up actually, about 9. And the pasta, it's on. I've turned it up to 9. I'm going to put it on sort of 10 just to get it bubbling. Okay, the pasta is just moments away. The duck pasta sauce over here is getting a bit thick, so I'm going to put a little bit of more pasta water in there, just to thin it out a bit. And you know, don't worry, it won't bring the temperature down because of the heat of the pasta, and you won't be wasting any nutrients. Just give that a mix all around. It's all good. Okay, because you want a bit of moisture in there with you don't want to be eating dry pasta. Okay, I've drained the pasta. Just throw that in the wok with the duck and the sauce. Start turning it. In fact, I'll get a better angle over here. There you go. Just give it a good mix. In fact, in hindsight, I could have done with a jar and a half, because the amount of duck that I put in here compared to the amount of sauce, the ratio wasn't quite there, you know. So a jar and a half would have been better. There we go. Turn the heat off and go find my pasta bowl. There we go, plate it up. Now this whole thing took about, let's see, maybe 20 minutes. Right. Let's give it a taste test. Right. Now, I've never tried this variation on pasta before, with pasta with duck. The sauce is good. The duck is, of course, I've tried this with chicken. It's a different texture than chicken. Chewy meat. This is good. Yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with this. Of course, it helps having all these extra ingredients in the pasta sauce. Or it's actually chili con carne sauce. I don't know what the difference is exactly, but it's got kidney beans. It's got all kinds of peppers and onion in there. Which, I mean, even the cheaper, I mean, I got this on special, that's the only reason why I bought Uncle Ben's. But even the shop brands, they've still got all those ingredients, it's just that they're mushed in more, you know. This is good. Let me tell you, it's a good wholesome breakfast, this. Well, carbs give lots of energy. Yeah, and I can, you know, you can taste the amount of meat that's in here. Of course, I mean, if you could always mix duck with other ingredients. If you've got a little bit of chicken, a little bit of duck, throw them both in. I've done pastas with 4 meats in the past. Anyway, there you have it. Anyway, there's the time, so you can see it's 10 to 10 in the morning, so it took about 20 minutes approximately to cook all this. I mean, the meat was already cooked, so I just reheated it before I put it in the wok. So I didn't want because the things are going to heat the sauce, I didn't want to heat the meat as well. So I did that in the microwave to give it a head start. Yeah, all in all, a very good alternative to, you know, chicken pasta or beef pasta, or whatever else kind of pasta. Duck is actually quite cheap. You can buy them in the frozen frozen food places for quite cheap. Trying to get some on mine. There you go. This is really good. Anyway, pasta with duck and gourmet sauce. There you go. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put a couple of channels over there. You know, if you fancy seeing some more videos, click on those. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, hit the bell icon. You'll be alerted to all my new videos. All right. Thank you very much for watching.